Так. So let's draw some more interiors from Star Citizen. Так. So here I have like very cool designs from Chris Doretz. You can find Chris Doretz art station. He have so cool concept art with like designs for Star Citizen, and today I focus on interiors. This one is not interior actually, but okay. Let's start with this one. They're like a very groovy. I love this shapes. And here we have an interesting like multi-layer, multi-level. So here's stairs. So we'll show how to draw stairs from this kind of bird view. Also bar and stuff like that. Okay, let's start this as a stair. Так. Ooh. Like so. Swiss ruler. Так. Also, I think I will do some series for beginners, like perspective series, like one video each week with a homework. So for viewers who will catch live, they can watch it for free, but after I will put it in on my Gumroad. Because it's like I think in this channel I have so many video already. It's like you can learn everything you need about perspective, but it might be still confusing. Like people who is beginner, they they want to have something like a course, some kind of guideline with a homework, stuff like this. So I will do this like 1 month course with a video for each week with the homework. I think it's like very convenient. So it's like first week, some theory, some examples, and a homework to draw 100 studies. Then second week, again like next level theory, next level some tips and demonstration, and more homework also based with this repetition. So 1 week need to make 100, no, maybe not 100, but it will be like, yeah, at least like 30 drawings for each week, I think. And considering that size is small, it's not so hard to do. So let's see. Pencil. Pencil. Here. So this one frame here, it's like about waist level horizon line, if we according to characters. And so here we have like normal perspective grid and tilted. So let's say here is about this level, horizon line level or eye level. Then y-axis is just vertical lines, and z vanishing point. Let me check. About here, like a golden cut. Check. Maybe more right. Like 1/3 here. And x axis have like this convergence. So I mirror this angle on both horizon line. So here is like base perspective grid for this view, but then we have this this kind of incline design here. Basically, it's kind of one more axis. It's like 45 degree. So let's say if let's say here, make a drawing. So you see why here this wall is just vertical like this. We can see it some other places and the people. So they don't have convergence. It's not like three vanishing point. It's just vertical. But then this one, it's like 45 degree to y-axis. So, and we can notice this direction. It's like let's call it like y45. So it's like one more axis, and we can notice how angle is changed. So you see, it's became more vertical. So here, about here, will be center, and let's Chinese word here. So this is center. On the left, start to lean in this direction. On the right, it's lean in this direction. That's it. So that's why I say perspective grid approach is most convenient, most kind of universal approach. So let's see. Yeah, so now I notice it's actually, so this vertical for this 45 linear surface, it's actually like start from the vanishing point. So maybe if be like super precise to reference, I should also move more to the right, but it's okay. Let's do it with this one. So here will be my extreme convergent here to this central. So you see, it's like I tell always like how you build perspective grid. You find two extremes, then you find intermediates. So then you have grid. Very simple principle. So here we have this, here we have vertical, then you add intermediates and you mirror to right side. So that's it. So we have like perspective grid with all lines we need. Then I can use it as a framework, like armature for sketch. So with some practice, which is you don't need like really a lot, it's just you very quickly, your brain adjust and perspective grids start to feel like some kind of tool in Procreate or Clip Studio Paint when you have this like automatic perspective grids, like like you just naturally can snap your lines to grid. It's very convenient. So if you draw enough, it will be easy for you. If it's not easy, it just means you draw not enough. So it's not problem with this approach. Problem is like you have really little practice. You need to draw more, because this is like a really easy thing to do. So here is this. Some people. So we can have this figure here. So it's like, then I look like where horizon line intersect this figure. So like, okay, here, about waistline. So then I can draw any other figure. Just look where is it, like make sure it's kind of intersect on the same level. Так. Some music. Слишком высоко сделал. Crusader. Yeah, so again, kind of talking about drawing and computer games. I never played Star Citizen, but there's so many visual material in internet. Can find like these images on our ArtStation or a video on YouTube. They look fantastic. I tried to install it a long time ago, but it's so kind of so complicated. So I think look video is just enough. So I mean, like if you want install some computer game, you think it will help you to study perspective. Well, most likely it's just tricky way to procrastinate. Because problem with computer games, they're they designed to trap you inside kind of attention stealers. They want your attention, they want your time, and they design to be addictive so you can spend more time inside game, which is kind of like a conflict with our artist goals, because we need to be addictive to art, to drawing process. We should spend more time drawing. Так. So I will be like this way. Then let's look. Oh, yeah. So here, look, similar case. So again, we have here maybe vertical lines will have like convergence, like 3-point perspective. But then also again we have this 45 degree and this one. So this is like y45 angle. When vertical, it's about this. So probably this is y, and this is y45. Point somewhere about here. Here. So let's do this z vanishing point. Horizon line. Y-axis. So this is just vertical line, and here it's convergent. So maybe like not too strong, something like this. Y-axis. Here in between, like this. And then Y45. So it will be, let's do kind of like this. So it's like Y45. So here again it's straight, and then we draw here in between. And here I can continue kind of direction. And X about here. So X axis. So again, now I just draw sketch inside this grid. Hello, Matthew. Thank you. Here we have this pillars. Go this way. And then here, this kind of race. So again, like I remind, main idea of this kind of studies, main principle is not to copy directly, but rebuild. So you need to break it down, and recreate. Like, it's like if you impose, like, what kind of elements, what kind of bricks, if some kind of like Lego constructor. So, what kind of bricks you can use to rebuild this composition, to rebuild this scene. And this like very fundamental, very universal approach, because um, this bricks eventually it's your style, because like when you find your style, it's like you find your favorite material, like a visual form, components which you use for your drawings. Here we have one more angle. I even don't know what degree is it, but it's like this. So you see this new angle and go like this, and it intersects with this line. So actually now we have new vanishing point, and this will be z slash, let's say. So this z slash vanishing point you can use to find any other line with this angle. So if we have this pillar go like that, and then it's going to this vanishing point. Same go here like this, and to this vanishing point. Oh, cool. Yes, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, and Taiwan is 8 morning right now. So here we have. So when you draw something like this kind of complex environment, like this kind of, technical structure, it's really important to use perspective grids. You need to use proper perspective. Otherwise, it will look ridiculous. It should be built in perspective. Only then it will have this kind of quality of a solid structure, solid form, kind of. This is kind of case when perspective is really important for like visual quality. It's like artistic composition element, not just one way of drawing things. It's like, oh, I want to be like technically correct in my drawing. No, it's also composition tool. It's also kind of tool for making emotional, like subconscious impact. Because when you don't have this perspective here, everything will just fall apart. It will have like um, feeling of some kind of cookie, like soft and not stable, and only perspective can like make you able to draw something really solid and firm. So when you draw like space shapes, sci-fi, or if you draw like real life architecture, when it's like some fancy architecture with a very cool structure, then whole point of drawing this kind of things is to draw it properly in perspective. If you cannot or you don't want to draw it in perspective, then don't even try. It's kind of useless. It's not think uh, it's not like a tree, like, yeah, you can draw a tree just like a sketch. It will be like not critical. But for complex architecture, no matter how similar you can catch it in your freehand sketch, if you don't have like proper perspective, it's just look too. It's kind of a lack meaning and essence. So, let's say, yeah, draw complex structure without perspective. It's like you trying to sing like opera without opera voice. It's like, hey, I just been on an opera. It was so amazing, and you were like trying to sing this like tune. It's like Figaro, 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 and it's like, what? Was this like Figaro, 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 Figaro? Seriously, what is this? You call this good stuff? Like you call me, you tell me this opera thing is great? Sounds weird. Same here. Like you try to draw architecture and then there is no structure. It just look like off. Так. Yeah, so it's kind of like difference between um, kind of hobbyist and serious serious artist. So, and it doesn't mean like you need to be like 100% precise, but at least you need to have clear grammar, clear idea. So we often can see a lot of artists, they draw, they know perspective, they follow principles, but they draw loose. Because, you can little rush and you can purposefully be loose because you just make your drawing look more like accidental, So people like look your drawing and they think is like just natural, freehand, without any perspective technique. It's just like, whoa, dude, just make some quick doodles. But no, in reality, there is structure beneath. The, some people kind of walking here. It's crazy how realistic Star Citizen, like they making all the spaceships like a real ships, have like everything inside. and lore seems like very detailed and developed lore. It's crazy. Так, ага, here, forget to school access. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, can draw cabin of spaceship. I even have some from Star Citizen. Let's see. Так, cabin, dun 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 dun. Have like this one. Where is cabin view? Let me see. Yeah, okay. Let's do this one. Yeah, I will finish this first and after draw cabin. Drawing space from spaceship interior. It's kind of very easy because it's just like you draw space without spaceship. Because it's just kind of empty space, so there can be anything. You can draw planet there, you can draw other ships, can draw some satellites. So it's like from spaceship window kind of, you can see anything, totally anything. This can be like upside down, tilted, rotated, whatever. And it's like Kubrick Space Odyssey is kind of best, I think, to show such stuff. when he play with angles and like show, like keep reminding it's a space, so there is no gravity and there is no ground, so people can walk upside down. Sputnik, yeah. Now it's so crazy, like when you watch how many satellites in the space, and it's funny because it's look intimidating because like scale of planet very small, and so dot over each satellite look like, I don't know, like size of a country. So it look like planet surrounded with the satellites, and soon like a kind of satellite traffic jam on the Earth's orbit. So we already living in a crazy time. I think with this kind of satellites, soon we will have like Google View in real time from space. Kind of fly over streets. And not only city, but like totally everywhere, like whole planet. It's crazy. Will be harder to hide in a forest. It's kind of future. Maybe like people in the future will laugh about concept of privacy. There's like privacy. It's so funny. Like, what are you talking about? It's something like from cave age. So also this quick shading Also, I treat it very lightly. I don't kind of serious with it. It's just like quick practice of making this kind of like Nathan or not, how it's called, Noten. Just division between light and gray, light and black. So yeah, let's do this interior. So it's also Crusader spaceship interior, cabin. So it's obviously like 1 point perspective. Mm, like no, it's like 3 vanishing point perspective because we see strong vertical line convergence. So let's see, but here. Then what about eye level? Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is obviously eye level, but I mean, is it tilted? Yeah, let's do it tilted like this. So x axis, yeah, kind of x axis go like this. Так. And the y will be like this. Так. So here y perpendicular to eye level, then I find it's kind of here. So this y is kind of convergence. So have here angle and this perpendicular to eye level. Kind of little skewed, but no big deal. So kind of this. It's a perspective grid here. Then we draw this like pilot. How this thing calls, like this seat with the cockpit together. Так. And here we have like silhouette of front window. Some kind of this. Look. It's a funny guy from back there. Uh-huh. Thank you. Так. So here you see is like 3-point perspective of this cabin interior, and later I show you how to draw a view. So here we have second guy. So in here in the space can draw whatever you want. Can even like do totally different perspective grid because like I say orientation in the space it's totally subjective. So let's say it's gonna be like this perspective grid and maybe like planet here this and here we can see some spaceships. I'm just trying to make it with a clear composition. So let's say yeah, like kind of this. So have one spaceship, second spaceship, and y-axis kind of this for outside view. Here's like this. So first, like for example, to show perspective, I've done these spaceships as a boxes, but you can make them any kind of design. So I just, I don't know, just random kind of ship. Systems. Here. This. So watch my also previous tutorial about how to draw space. So let's see, so spaceship. Tick. Here. trying to make some spaceships. So, and I can draw like one more planet. Maybe like this here. And some smaller ships. Just like so I hope it's clear. Can write me in the chat. So because it's a space, like actually it's not necessary to have same perspective grid for interior and exterior. You can have a totally different perspective. Так. this, let me 5 second break.
Madness. This is
Chainbond Art.
Let's love together! Push like, subscribe, Chainbond Art. Chainbond Art. Chainbond Art. Let's love together! Push like!
Hello, Leonardo. Hello to Brazil. This pen's already extremely short. So let's do this Star Citizen bar.
Madness.
It's like bird view of a bar. Let's see. This will be Y axis. Leandro, not Leonardo. Leandro. Cool. Cool name. So let's see for this. So this perspective here don't have vanishing point. We have only convergent 3 axis. So kind of this for Z and for X like this. So when have perspective grid, now place Oh, interesting Russian metal. No, I like the most like Manavar, Metallica, if no, like early Metallica before Black Album, and yeah, maybe Iron Maiden. So here is like you can first make this like very raw location of elements, kind of this. So we have here tables, we have chairs. This way is very convenient because you go like more and more focus instead of try and make details from beginning. You prepare for details, so then you can make it more precise, and it will be more easy to make precise details because you already have some foundation. So this bar here. RAM. And also bent RAM. Ramens. Ramen. Ramens like Russian metals. Ramens. Okay, I can also put more people sit here. Yeah, Rammstein. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course, Rammstein, very cool. Anyway, so here we have kind of. You see, it's like sometimes it's just 2D shapes put over perspective grid, and then you can adjust. So let's see. Even scorpions, it's not metal, but yeah, like on a live concert, scorpions sound very heavy. Yeah, I know Sepultura. But I listened Sepultura a long time ago, so I'm not really remember any tune from Nightwish also, like early Nightwish with Tarja Turunen. I think it's really cool. Top. It's like I think it's still kind of only metal with opera, like this kind of level, opera voice vocal. It's weird they not manage to find like another opera singer instead of Tarja, because kind of like it should be obvious, kind of like after opera vocalist, you need to find other opera vocalist, because all other singers they just not match the kind of different level. You can just check on YouTube Sepultura. I don't remember exactly, but definitely heavy metal. Yeah, I knew a lot of metalheads who've been in underground club concerts. It's crazy. It's like music so loud. It's so crazy. It's like screaming, whistling, all this super crazy loud sounds. And after concert, we take bus, go home, and I really like kind of I cannot hear anything. It's like ringing in my head, and like we're screaming to each other because we cannot hear this. It's not healthy. That's crazy. So now I know a trick. If you go to concert, you need to take this, like earplugs, like a rubber plugs. I don't know how it's called. Just in case, because sometimes sound quality not good. Sometimes sound quality is like can be like too many hiss or maybe it's just too loud, so it's not healthy. So it's really useful. because you can, like, when it's very loud concerts, you still can hear a lot. It's just like little muffled, so it's not traumatizing your ears. I wish I know before, because I think now after all these concerts, I have a little like tinnitus. So it's like always some hiss in the ear, like like a noise. So be careful. Так, что here also. No, my favorite art from heavy metal. It's a cover on Manowar album Hail to England. It's kind of like barbarian with a sword. Very epic. Так. Yeah, I broke my speakers with Manowar. Так. Yeah, what I learned from my first visit of a concert for heavy metal is very important. Have a strong bass acoustic system, because like bass should be in the body, not in the ears. Yeah. Так. Let's do here. Kind of. Also, It's kind of important if you listen like on digital, have like hi-fi. I think yeah, it's called hi-fi quality, and this YouTube don't have hi-fi. It's only some like special audio service, and Apple Music have hi-fi sound. And like if you listen like Rammstein on YouTube and Rammstein on Apple Music, it's big difference, really different quality. Так, let's throw here some finger. Center. Yeah, it might be like cool collaboration, Manavar and Tarja Turunen. Yeah, or like trio, Freddie Mercury, Manavar, and Tarja Turunen. Like three best vocal in the metal. From my opinion. Derep, 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 так. Mhm. So this one, like bird view. Так. So here is Z axis. and x axis. Y-axis here is not so clear because everything tilted, everything angular. I only can see like vehicle. So vehicle give me idea that there is conversion y-axis, like 3 vanishing point. Так. So I just try to see. Oh, there. Mm, yeah, okay. So here I was thinking to find angle for the stairs. Where is it? Yeah. Like what kind of angle here? But it's really not clear here. It's very weird because it's not clear kind of if this angle on the stair it's actually normal. So let's say if I have box like this and I have like stairs and go in this direction, right? And then I have, let's say, one more box. So here we have stairs this direction. And here's like we have transition like this, 45-degree, right? So here it's clear, like we have direction here, we have direction here, and this one is like 45 angle compared to these angles, like relative to these angles. On these stairs here, it's not clear what exactly angle is happen because like if we look from top view, it can be like absolutely voluntary, like totally random angles. So that's why I can just ignore it and just draw it as a pattern. So not calculate an angle for steps, but just draw them like a pattern. Because anyway, they're very flat. I don't see 3D structure. I see only like top surface of a thread. So it's like, if we have like stair like this, and we see only top surface for each thread. So it's kind of not necessary to build this kind of 3D, not necessary to search for this side and calculate this point. Kind of no big deal in this case. just draw it as a pattern. That's it. So make this shapes. Yeah, like Queen with a Freddie Mercury have like many very cool tracks, like very heavy. So in my childhood, before I discover Manowar, Queen was heaviest band I ever hear. It's also interesting to about like Metallica. I think actual kind of vision of Metallica, like what make Metallica like best in the early period. It was Mustaine and like their bass guitarist. How's cool? Forget just uh, Cliff Barton. Yeah, Cliff Barton. So because like Mustaine have this like thrash metal sound, and Cliff Barton he have like I don't know. Seems like he have some kind of classical education. At least like their these compositions like Call of the Cthulhu and Orion, Master of Puppets. They're like classical music. It's like nothing else in the heavy metal. Like usually heavy metals, they're like very kind of standardized. They like same patterns again and again. But then here's this Metallica was like most original by its complex structure and a master of puppets and a battery. It's crazy. It was like wow, so sophisticated, so many kind of so many elements. And then when Cliff Barton uh, died, they totally lost it. And now when they're kind of trying to revive this sound, kind of this quality of their early music, but they missing this point. It's unbelievable. I cannot understand, like, or I'm totally wrong, or they don't understand. It's like it's just about different perception, like Master of Puppets and Call of Cthulhu, Creeping Death. It's like a classical music. It's just classical music uh, in like with the modern tools. Because some these composers, if they live today, they will play heavy metal. Like a Wagner. It will be like very hardcore heavy metal. I'm sure. They just don't have overdrive in their time. Or like Seek and Destroy. It's classical music. Yeah, I think Enter Sandman, it's already like little kind of less complex than kind of Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning album. So let's put here some people who can. Yeah, you can just compare like Creeping Death and Enter Sandman. Enter Sandman already sounds like a average heavy metal. Very good, but kind of like every other band. From my perspective. So for me, this is like in Nightwish, it was like this like top level opera vocal, which make Nightwish so special. It's like Tarja Turunen voice, not just voice, but hers like she's like really a very high level. And in Metallica, it's something like about composition of their Master of Puppets. and Creeping Death albums. What do you mean camera view? You mean this too? Yeah, this one is like security camera. So this one, why security camera? I mean, it's like we have conversion for Y axis. It's like, so it's a conversion of Y axis without vanishing point inside, and conversion for Z axis without vanishing point inside. So it's kind of CCTV angle. This one, uh, I mean, this one is just, it's just kind of like 3-point perspective. You can call it bird view, call it just like 3-point perspective down shot. This one is like kind of chest or level perspective because horizon line. Yeah, okay, like a chest or waist. This one, security angle. Um, if like this kind of why is sometimes complicated because yeah, if you mean when camera look here, then this is like 45 angle uh, to observer, but here is already not 45 angle. You know what I mean? So it's like if we have this like huge area and let's say camera just like have like long range. So here is look directly. Here we can see 45 and we even can see this area. So it's like a big part in the camera view. So my point, when I was thinking about making tutorial about how to build proper camera angle, I find it's like kind of it's not so useful actually to think it this way. It's like yeah, we can like clarify sometimes, say what kind of camera angle, like here, you can say like it's a 45 angle. And you can check it with a drawing box inside, like what kind of angle box is it? Because this ratio of a box of cube is like 45 angle cube, right? So if we have like this, we have like 45 and 62. So For me as artist, is more important to have like clear visual structure than all the time have like all these numbers in the mind. So you can, if you need, yeah, you can try sit and figure out like how to make exactly like proper angle, like with exact like 45 or whatever degree. But most cases you don't need to be so precise. So, and in most cases is just about perspective grid and typical um, typical composition, let's say, right? That's why I'm making this like breakdowns with typical camera angles. So point is not about like teach you how to rotate camera. Like we don't do this usually, you will practically you will not sit and like say like, okay, I want to rotate camera like 5 degree on the left for it. No, this is not how we think when we draw. You will think in compositions. So like it's no reason to study practice so much like this, like precision with camera angles. Is more important to study directly compositions, because eventually it's all about compositions. So and when you have this like standard compositions with a standard um, like conventional kind of perspective grids for these compositions, then you can do like a lot of variations, alterations, kind of like a branching out. You can like when you have overhead, you can like rotate it, tilt. You can make overhead like fish eye overhead with curvilinear axis. Same bird view, like you don't need to be like exactly like 100% following this pattern. You can like tilt camera, you can again make it fish eye, you can make like convergence them so it will start to look like CCTV. So kind of there is flexibility and variations within. Point is just like this basic 10 conventional views. They just give you frame, and then you can play with this frame. And if you will try kind of to study camera angles without composition, just like to have this skill of rotate everything and like rotate camera, it's just kind of okay. It's fun sport, kind of. It's fun practice just for fun. But then eventually you will like sit like, okay, now I need to learn composition because it's just like no use for this. So yeah, it's like all this specific. Same like Scott Robertson, how to draw. Let's say you can learn like study Scott Robertson how to draw, how to render. You can be very good at them. But then if you are like Daniel Warren Johnson, you can see he don't have this level skill. And he do pretty fine. So he just focus on other qualities kind of. So same like I even think like Kim Jong-gi maybe don't have this kind of like a Scott Robertson skill. And at the same time, maybe Scott Robertson will not able to produce such like dynamic composition like Kim Jong-gi and Daniel Warren Johnson can. So it's kind of like specific. where you want to be like draw like build properly, like, and you can go very far with it, but then it's kind of make you like you will be less prepared and for draw dynamic compositions, cinematic kind of compositions. So kind of here I think like something about being realistic about your resources, like how much time you have for study all this stuff, and what is your priority and focus. Same with like anatomy, like so many artists, they have like very basic anatomy and they just using dolls or reference to render it. So and there's like many artists who drew like insane perspective. I forgot name of artist, but he's like have a series of artworks where he like draw in perspective like very complex structures like a spiral, like some kind of I don't know, like this like complex shapes which is like built in perspective, and he like keep visible all structural lines, and there's some butterfly flying. Yes, I think you've seen it somewhere already. So it's like another thing. So it's cool to be able to draw this kind of stuff. But then you need to have some balance because it just really requires so much passion and time, and you just cannot be like best in everything. Так, Volkswagen. Oh, cool. You mean this like inspirational talks interview? Так, it's kind of here. Make it a little funny. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's Erwin Papa. He's like a very cool artist. It's like this classical American comic book style with this inking, like super quality. Cool, yeah. Cool, interesting. Will be interesting to watch your comic. How you plan to publish your comic book? It's like you will do like privately, and then you will look for a publisher, or you want to make like Daniel Warren Johnson with Space Mullet when he'll like post it every week on his blog. So like can be like WordPress or uh, forget other website. We can post them online. So let's see one last one. Uh, oh, so this will be Z, then this X's, and Y axis. Dun, 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 dun. Tiru, 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 tiru. Yeah, we'll see. Like Erwin Papa, he have his like artist community, like Ink and Drink, and how is it called? Like Savage Boys or Savage Artist, kind of, and they like printing fanzines. I will also find his Discord. Can give a link to his Discord. Madness. Madness. No, Madness will be in the end. Now I have other also. New. I have a new meme. Everyone. Так. It's funny how Leon professional depict this DAI. It's exactly like how it works in Russia. It's no DIA, Drug Enforcement, DEA, yeah, Drug Enforcement Agency, right? So there's funny video about with a Russian director of Drug Enforcement Agency. And he was like talking about how many cocaine they uh, kind of capture recently, and he talking and like every second he's like, ah, it's, it's like this character from Leon. It's like what they're doing there. It's kind of yeah, it's well known how they fighting. with the drug dealers in Russia. Так, так, so here we have astronaut. Funny walking here. Так, да-дам-да-да-дам. Look like this guy is dancing, like shuffle. Shuffle, dude. Так, kind of here. Так, okay, so that's it for today. Some more interiors from Star Citizen. Yeah, and or yeah, write your comments, write your whatever feedback, questions, um, requests, and kind of yeah. See you next video. Check out my previous tutorials. Thank you for watching. So thank you for channel members. Так.
Madness. This is
Game